So guys, in today's lecture we are going to discuss some case study questions. So today's topic is the set of real numbers. So the question is displayed on the screen. First try yourself to solve the question and then look for the solution. Okay, just match the answers at the end of the discussion part. But first of all, give like 5 minutes or 10 minutes to solve the question on your own. Okay, so let's start with the question. To enhance the reading skills of grade 10 students, the school nominates you and 2 of your friends to set up a class library. There are 2 sections, section A and section B of grade 10. There are 32 students in section A and 36 students in section B. Based on the above information, answer the following questions. Your first question is, what is the minimum number of books you will acquire for the class library so that they can be equally distributed among the students of section A and section B, okay, or section B. So what I have over here, you're given 2 student sections. So section A has like 32 students. Let's mark the data. Section B has 36 students. Okay. Now you need to find that how many books you need to acquire from the class library so that they can be equally distributed among each of the section. Okay. So what I need to do afterwards, the number of books only, obviously they can never be less than the number of students. So my answer, or I am expecting an answer which is greater than 32 and 36. So whenever we are expecting an answer greater than the 2 numbers, given numbers, we need to find the LCM of these 2 numbers. So for the first part, I need to find the LCM of 32 and 36. Okay, so how to find the LCM? We know the trick that 32 can be prime factorized as 2 to the power 5 and 36 can be prime factorized as 2 square into 3 square. Okay, 2 square into 3 square. Okay, so if I want to find the LCM, we always pick the highest power of the prime number. Okay, so in this case, what are the prime numbers? 2 is the prime number and the highest power among 5 and 2 is 5, and here 3 is not available. I can always write 3 to the power 0, and highest power of prime number 3 is 2 over here. So this is nothing but 32 times 9, which is going to be 288. So that's the answer to the first part of the question. So this is C option. Okay, now let's move on to the second part. Again, if you have not tried the second part of the question, first pause the video, try to solve the question on your own and then look for the solution. Okay, so if the product of 2 positive integers is equal to the product of HCF and LCM, this is a common property satisfied by 2 integers, 2 positive integers, not by 3. Make sure to note this thing. So what I have over here, that product of 2 integers A into B is same as the product of their HCF and LCM. Okay, so this is the condition. So if the product of 2 positive integers is equal to the product of HCF and LCM, the condition is already given to us. Then what is the HCF of 32 and 36? So the thing is, do I really need to apply this condition? I can directly find the HCF, like 32. I know that 32 is 2 to the power 5 and 36 is 2 to the power 2 and 3 to the power 2. For HCF, what we do? We always pick the least power of the prime number. So here I can always say 3 to the power 0. So what is the least prime power of the prime number 2? It is 2 over here, and for 3 it is 0. So this is 4 times 1 and the answer is 4. So for the current question, B is the correct answer. Okay, so I hope you got the answer on your own. We are just looking at the solution to match your answers. Okay, 36 can be expressed as the product of prime numbers. 36, you know, it is 2 square and 3 square, a direct question, no need to worry about this thing. Similarly, the next part is 7 times 11 times 13 times 15 plus 15. Okay, so there are 2 terms in the expression. One goes from 7 times 11 times 13 times 15, and then once I have the addition sign, it changes the term. So my next term is 15. So in order to check whether the entire expression over here is a prime number or a composite number, neither prime nor composite or none of these, what I need to do, I need to first of all simplify this expression. So can I take anything common? I can take obviously 15 common from the whole expression, and I am left with 7 times 11 times 13 plus 1. Okay, so this is the expression left out after you take common. So what is the next part? This is 15 times. If you multiply these numbers, this is going to be 7 times, and this is 140 and 3 plus 1, which is nothing but 15 times, and this is going to be and 1001 plus 1. So basically I have that my whole expression is nothing but the product of 2 numbers, 15 and 1002. Since the whole expression can be expressed as the product of numbers, 2 numbers other than 1. Okay, so that means that it is a composite number. So for the current question, B is the correct answer. So this particular case study is not that difficult. It's a straight way questions based on the properties of HCF LCM. So just try to solve it on your own and then look at the answer. Similarly, we have the last part of the question. If we know the method, the trick to solve the question, that for LCM what we pick, we always pick the largest power of the prime numbers. Okay, and for HCF I can write it over here, largest powers of each prime number. And for HCF, we always pick the least powers of each prime number. Okay, so this is the case. So if I want to solve the last part of this question, what is the last part? If P and Q are positive integers, so that P is nothing but A times B square and Q is nothing but A square times B, where A and B are prime numbers over here. So already A and B are prime numbers, their powers are given in the respective P and Q, and I am looking for the LCM of P and Q. What is the LCM? Always pick the largest powers of A and B. So what is the largest power of A in each of this case? A square, and B ki largest power kya hai? B square. So B is going to be the correct answer. Okay, so I hope this first case study gives you a glimpse of the whole chapter कि आपने अगर HCF and LCM को pick करना है under the prime factorization part, तो आपने HCF के लिए lowest powers को pick करना है और LCM के लिए highest powers of the prime numbers. So what is the next question? Second question is that in a classroom class 10 activity on real numbers, the student have to pick a number card from a box and frame a question on it on an irrational number for the rest of the class. The number cards picked by the first 5 students and their questions on the numbers for the rest of the class are as given below. Based on above information, answer the following question. Akshay picked, the first student picked the number root of 12, and his question is which of the following is true about root 12. Okay, so now we need to analyze the number root 12. अगर आपके पास number है root 12 तो इसको कैसे करेंगे? Let's first of all simplify this number. Root 12 is nothing but 2 times 2 times 3. So if I pick out the pair, this is going to be 2 root 3. Okay, so this is the rational number multiplied with an irrational number. Okay, so this is an irrational number. So we know that multiplication or the product of a rational and an irrational number is always an irrational quantity. So B is the correct answer for the current part. Okay, so root 12 is an irrational number. Shalu picked bonus and her question was which of the following is not irrational. Okay, so which of the following is not irrational? It means what I am looking for? I am looking for a rational number. So let us see which of the following 4 options is a rational number. Is 5 minus 3 root 2 a rational number? No, because 3 is a rational quantity, root 2 is an irrational number. So this is irrational in nature. B part mein root 5 minus 2. A difference of a rational and an irrational number is always an irrational quantity. Here if I observe 2 plus 2 root 9. Okay, so 9 is not a prime number. So first of all I need to simplify this further. So what I can do over here, for the current question, if I take this value C option को अगर हम pick करें 2 plus 2 times root of 9 is nothing but 3 times 3. This being a pair can be taken outside, so this is nothing but 2 plus 6 and this is 8. So I can say that this is 8, and similarly 3 root 5 minus 6 is again can't be simplified further, so this is again an irrational quantity. So which of the following is not irrational or which of the following is rational? This is your question, and the correct answer is going to be C. After simplification it becomes 8. Charu picked up root 3 minus root 2 and her question was root 3 minus root 2 is what kind of number? Root 3 is an irrational number, root 2 is also an irrational number, and the difference of 2 different irrational numbers is always irrational. Okay, they can't be further simplified, so directly you can say that it is an irrational number. Okay, though the questions seem to be simple, but this is just the beginning. Okay, so many questions under case study we'll be discussing in the coming lectures and coming videos, so make sure that you try to solve the question on your own and then just look for the solutions discussed guys. Okay, so let's take the fourth part. Bhumika picked up 1 by root 8 and her question was 1 by root 8 is dash number. Okay, whether it is a whole number or a rational number or an irrational number or a natural number. Okay, so let's understand this part. So what I can how can I simplify 1 by root of 8? 1 by root of 8 is nothing but 1 by 2 times 2 times and 2 over here. And if I pick out the pair, this is going to be 1 by 2 root 2. If you want to rationalize this, you can rationalize this. So uske liye kya karenge? You have to multiply this with root 2 and root 2. Okay, root 2 and root 2. So this becomes root 2 in the numerator and this pair will become 2 times 2. So obviously I am getting root 2 by 4. So in the first instant itself, I can say that it is an irrational number. But make sure that this should be in your habit to simplify the expression. So even after simplification, I am getting it as an irrational number. So this is C option. Okay, last student, Malika picked up root 5 and her question was which of the following is not irrational. Again the same question, it means we are looking for a rational quantity over here. Okay, rational quantity. So just look at the options over here. 15 plus 3 root 5, obviously it is the addition of a rational and an irrational quantity. It is going to be an irrational number. Okay, just by directly looking at the expression, I can say that this is irrational, so not my option. Root 20 can be simplified as the root of 2 times 5 minus 9. Pick out the pair. So this is 2 root 5 minus 9. So again, this is an irrational quantity. 4 root 29. Root 29 itself is a prime number, so this is rational times irrational. Again, it's an irrational number. So 3 of the options so आपने पहले reject कर दिए हैं. So last option will be the correct one if we try to observe this thing. And if I analyze the function, so 16 is nothing but a pair 4 times 4, which is nothing but 4. So obviously this is a rational number. So if I want to mark my answer over here, which is not irrational, so root 16 is not irrational. Okay, so this is the rational quantity. So correct answer is D option. So I hope this part is clear. This all case study is clear to you. Now let us take the next one. Our next case study involves. Okay, so let's take this one. Okay, so it will take hardly 10 to 15 minutes for you to analyze and solve all of these 3 case studies that we are taking in this particular video. So try to solve this on your own and then look for the solution. Again, I am telling you, solve आपने खुद करने हैं और फिर इस चीज को solution को verify करना है आपने. So let's take the third one. A seminar is conducted by an educational organization where the participants will be educators of different subjects. The number of participants in Hindi, English and mathematics are 60, 84 and 108 respectively. Based on above information, answer the following questions. Your first question is, in each room the same number of participants are to be seated and all of them being in the same subject. Hence maximum number of participants that can accommodate in each room are. Okay, so let's try to analyze the question first of all. अब आपके पास mathematics, हिंदी, English and mathematics का डाटा गिवन है. So if I put it over here, हिंदी के लिए आपके पास 60 है, English के लिए 84 है आपके पास and mathematics के लिए 108 आपके पास educators है. Okay, teachers आप कह सकते हो, so mentors कह सकते हो. In each room the same number of participants are to be seated, यानी कि same number. So it's not like कि आप जितने number available हैं हर एक रूम में उससे ज़्यादा numbers को add करोगे. Okay, आपको जो place करने हैं वो इन तीनों numbers से smaller number होगा. So what I am looking for, जब भी हम given number से एक smaller number को expect करते हैं, we are always looking for the HCF of the numbers. Okay, so I am looking for HCF in this particular question. You know how to find the HCF. Try to solve this on your own and analyze why HCF, not LCM. But why HCF? Because in each room, the number of participants that can be accommodated is going to be less than 60, 84 and 108. Okay, so that's why we are going to look for the HCF over here. And hence maximum number of participants that can be accommodated in each room. उसके लिए हम देखते हैं कैसे करना है हमने. Let's prime factorize 60, 84 and 108. Okay, so you know how to do the prime factorization. Solve it और लिखो जरा क्या बनेगा. This is 60. 15 times 8 is 60. 15 times 4 is 60 over here, so this is 3 times 5 and 2 square. Okay, so 15 times 4 is 60. 84 के लिए क्या करेंगे? This is going to be 2 times 42 and again 2 times 21 and 3 times 7. So this is 2 square into 3 into 7. Alright, 108 के लिए अगर आप देखो, this is 2 times 54, 2 times 27 and 3 times 3 times 3. So this is nothing but 2 square into 3 cube over here. So that's it. So I got prime factorization for each of the number. And if I want to find the HCF, HCF के लिए अभी हमने थोड़ी देर पहले डिस्कस किया था that we are going to pick the least power of each of the prime numbers. So what are the prime numbers that are involved? 3, 2 and 5 are involved. So in the first case, we have 3 to the power 1, 5 to the power 1 and 2 to the power 2. In the second case, we don't have 5, so और एक और 7 भी आ रहा है. Okay, so least power of 5 is 0, least power of 7 is 0, least power of 2, if I observe, this is 2 over here, 2 over here and 2 in the last. So 2 की आपके पास least power 2 आ गई. 3 के लिए अगर least power pick करेंगे, so 1 over here, 1 over here, 3 in the third one, so I can say that the least power is 1. So this is 4 times 3 and that means 12. So you can accommodate 12 participants in each of the room as per the given data. Okay, next question is, what is the minimum number of rooms required for the event? Okay, now we need to find the minimum number of rooms. Here the situation becomes a little tricky. अब इसके लिए अंडरस्टैंडिंग कैसे रहेगी कि आपको each room में कितने persons accommodate करने हैं वो available होंगे. That I need to accommodate 12 in each room. Okay, so now let's see कि आपने हिंदी के लिए कितने rooms का use किया. हिंदी के लिए कितने rooms का use होगा? This is 60 upon 12 we know that 12 times 5 is 60. Okay, so अब rooms के लिए चाहिए तो मेरे को 5 rooms तो हिंदी के participants के लिए required है. अब हम देखते हैं for English में मेरे पास 84 है, तो English के लिए आपके पास कितने बनेंगे? 84/12. Okay, so this is going to be 7 over here. So 7 rooms. Let me just clearly write this thing. 7 rooms for this thing. And for mathematics, how many rooms are required? 108/12. 108/12 will be. So this is going to be 9 rooms for this thing. So what I am having over here, minimum number of rooms required for the event are 5 plus 7 plus 9. So this is going to be 12 plus 9, that is 21 rooms. So which is the correct option? D is the correct option over here. ठीक है? So 21 rooms आपको required होंगे अगर आपने all Hindi, all English and all mathematics के participants को accommodate करना है. Okay, so for the first part 12 and for the second part 21 is the correct answer. Now let's find the LCM of 60, 84 and 108. इसके लिए क्या करेंगे? Let's say हमने 60 की अभी प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन की थी. It was 15 times 4. Alright, 84 के लिए हमने क्या किया? This was 2 square times 3 times 7. 21 into 4 is 84. And 108 के लिए हमारे पास कितना बना था? 2 square into 3 cube. ये आपके पास आ गया. और अगर आप इन सब का LCM फाइंड आउट करना चाहते हो तो कैसे करेंगे? LCM के लिए हमने हर एक प्राइम नंबर की highest power को pick करना है. So I have prime numbers 2, 3, 5 and 7 involved in the question. 2 की जो highest power होगी that is 2 over here. 3 की highest power अगर हम देखें so it is 3 over here. And 5 की highest power देखें it is 1 over here. And 7 की highest power is again 1 over here. ठीक है? तो ये आपके पास सारी powers आ रही हैं. If I multiply this is going to be 4 times 27 times 5 times 7. 27 times 4 this is going to be 108 times 35, and if you find the product, this is going to be okay. Let's find the product. No need to worry. आपके साथ ही क्वेश्चन सॉल्व हो गए. This is so I'm having 3780 as the answer. There is some mistake or not? 3 to the power 3 we have. 2 to the power 2 we have over here. 4, 7 times 4, 3 times 5, 59, 4, 5 to the power 1 and 7 to the power 1. So let's write down 5 over here. 8, 4, 2, 3 and 0, 8, 7 and 3, that's it. And okay, I'm looking at the wrong option. So 3780, A is the correct answer, okay. So A is the correct option over here. I just verified the entire solution. So for the third part, 3780 answer. Now let's move on to the next part, the product of HCF and LCM of 60, 84 and 108. ये आपने फाइंड आउट करना है. अब देखो product of HCF and LCM, you have the LCM as 3780, you have the HCF as 12. So my final answer for this fourth part is going to be 3780 times 12. Okay, this is the product of these two numbers. So again, let's see. This is going to be 0, 1, 6 and 7 over here. Again 0, 8, 7 and 3. So what I'm getting over here, 0, 6, 13 and this is 15 and this is 4. 4, 5, 3, 6, 0. So do I have the number? We have the number 4, 5, 3, 6, 0. So this is the answer to the fourth part. And the last one is 108 can be expressed as the product of its primes as. ये हमने लिखा ही हुआ यहाँ पे कि 108 के लिए आपने क्या करना है? You are having 2 square into 3 cube. Where is 2 square into 3 cube? The last option. Okay. So D is the correct answer for the final part over here. So I hope these 3 case studies give you is going to help you with the quick revision of the topic. Also, it is going to help you out with the concept of HCF and LCM. So those who are new, they can understand HCF के लिए least powers को pick करना है prime numbers की, and LCM के लिए highest powers को pick करना है. So that's all for today. We are going to meet in the next lecture and next video to discuss more case studies, and let's wait for it.